Hello and welcome back to another episode of Beyond NSU. I am your host, Tiara Sims, and today I have the honor of interviewing J Rod Tanner, a 2008 graduate of NSU, host and creator of the podcast, And Then We Had Sex. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Do you prefer to be called J Rod or Jay?
However you want to do it.
Okay, so Jay, tell me, why did you choose NSU?
Oh, you just gonna call me Jay? That's what you're gonna do?
You gave me the go ahead.
No, it's fine. How did I choose NSU is your question? Honestly, I always knew about Norfolk State University. But as I graduated high school, I had a little issue with finding out what school I was going to go to. It was difficult. Especially because I didn't want to go to school at first. But I visited the campus with my mother, and after doing that and seeing how fun the campus was, really, I said, you know what, I can do this. And I actually got into the academics, and I was like, okay, I can really do this. And it became home.
Nice. So where are you from?
Originally from the Bronx, Bronx, New York. But I went to high school in Virginia Beach, Bayside, Marlin person. Yeah, so New York and Virginia Beach. Okay,
nice. So what was your experience like while at NSU?
Amazing. I was a double major, not starting out. Starting out, I didn't have any discipline. And then I went to the music department, stayed there for about a year and a half, and then I transferred over to Mass Comm. And while I was in Mass Comm, I decided to bring on a minor in music media. And that was amazing.
Yeah, so what made you change your major from music to Mass Comm?
Honestly, I was doing radio at the time, and I just started meeting all of these different mass communication majors, and it was something that was speaking to me, not like music was. And I had a professor who in music who basically told me, if this is not what you want to do in your life, you need to find a new major.
Oh yeah, I feel that.
And I was like, I don't know if I want to do music in my life. I don't know if that's what I want to do. But I was doing radio, and it was like, I know this is what I want to do. I know I want to be something dealing with media. And I said, I gotta switch. I gotta switch, and didn't look back.
That makes sense. So were you involved in any organizations while you were here?
MCJR. Let me see. No, about it. Okay. That was about it. I did a lot of extracurricular activities, but it was outside of the school. So yeah.
Okay, so I heard you were a founding member of the singing group Lot 14. Can you tell me what that was about?
Wait a minute. I ain't telling you I was going to be doing this. No, we were an R&B group back then. Me and a couple of other NSU students. We were the best singing group you've ever heard in your life.
Oh, okay.
Not even going
Can
front
you sing
on
a
you.
little something
Not
right
at
now?
all. We'll not do that.
Okay.
But no, we were just some guys that loved music. We ended up doing the Apollo, actually. Drake was just at the Apollo a couple of days ago. But yeah, we ended up doing the Apollo and won the Apollo. We toured around the East Coast and different schools we would be in. And yeah, it was an amazing time.
Nice. Can you tell me your most memorable performance?
Oh, my most memorable, Apollo.
Okay.
Apollo was the most
pretty
memorable.
Big.
Yeah. It was. I was in love with Monique. Oh my gosh. I remember, and she was like, "Hey, baby," and I was like, "Hey, baby."
You sound just like her. So, do you keep up with any of the members?
Yeah, those are my guys. I talk to them some more than others, but we usually talk at least once a month.
Nice. So, tell me, what inspired the And Then We Had Sex podcast?
Well, my wife is a stand-up comedian.
Okay.
And when she got pregnant with our twins, she could not stand up and do comedy anymore. So we needed a way for her to continue her comedy career. I had been wanting to do a podcast for a long time, and I decided that this might be the right vehicle for it. for both of us. So I could do a podcast, she could continue her comedy, and yeah, we did it.
Perfect. Yeah. So let's talk about your kids. So you have two. You said
I have 4.
4. Okay. Wow.
Yeah. Oh, look, your face got whoa,
Yeah,
whoa.
4 kids.
Yeah,
Wow.
fertile. Yeah, 4 kids, 3 boys, 1 girl.
Okay.
The girl is 14 years old. She's currently in high school, which is hard in itself.
Yeah.
We have a 12-year-old, and we have 2 4-year-old twins.
Nice.
Boys. Twin
So
boys.
can you tell me, when did your podcast start? When exactly?
2018.
Okay.
2018.
So it's been a minute.
Yeah, so we're coming up on 5 years soon.
Okay, so what topics do you feature on your podcast?
We talk about everything, honestly. It's very it's very family oriented, but not in a family oriented way.
Yeah.
We talk a lot about our lives, our personal lives, our careers, and we talk about sex and current events as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you said it's family oriented, but I think the
Yeah,
title kind of says otherwise.
Yeah,
but-
nah. You know,
Yeah.
it's about a family. You know, it's definitely about a family.
Yeah.
But it's not for all of the family to listen to. Grandma can't listen.
Okay, yeah,
Unless
yeah.
grandma a freak, at which case, you know, that works. But
Okay, yeah, I feel you. Do you have a favorite episode?
no. My newest episode is always my favorite episode.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
You know, those are my babies.
Okay.
They come out and it's like, yeah, that's what we doing.
So can you tell me about the parody you did of the Usher video, and you were featured in it? I seen it. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, me and comedian Jay Farrow, who is my best friend, we worked at the radio station at Hot 91 on Norfolk State's campus before he went to Saturday Night Live. And we would do these parody songs. And he made it up to Saturday Night Live, and he still wanted to do parody songs. And I was like, I bet. And we heard the Usher song, and he was like, yo, this is the one. This is the one. So we went all out with it, did a whole video and everything. It was amazing.
Yeah, that's funny. It went viral, I believe.
Yeah. I
So
mean, it was
big
cool.
thing,
It was
yeah.
cool. Yeah, y'all pulling out. Okay. You want
Yeah.
to tell me about your mama, huh? When nah.
Yeah, so what's your experience like with people recognizing you in public? Do you have that?
I mean, it's cool. It's cool. What's different is that now people recognize me because of my face, but it used to be because of my voice. Because I did radio for so long in the area, and I was in the area. It'd be like, hey, ain't you the dude from the radio? So now people just look and it's like, you know, or they won't say anything. They'll just, you know, just look at you, and that's, you know, it's cool. It's cool, but
Have you had to sign any autographs or
yes,
anything?
yes.
Millions.
No, not millions. We're not there yet. But quite a few.
Nice. So do you have any advice for people who are looking to get into radio or just entertainment in general?
Yeah. I think the most important thing is finding a way to get into the door, period.
Yeah.
A lot of times we have aspirations to be somebody, but you can't always start at the top. Sometimes you got to start at the bottom. Sometimes you got to start at the middle. So finding your way in the door is my best advice, but also don't be afraid to go out on your own and create your own from scratch.
Yeah. I think a lot of times people have trouble starting, and that's just like, or they're afraid, like, I don't want to, you know, try this because it's something new, but sometimes you just got to go and do it.
Yeah,
You just gotta just
like,
do it like Nike.
you know, at the end of the day, if it ain't gonna kill you, why not do it?
Yeah,
Why
you
not
never know
do
what
it?
could come from
Exactly.
it. Totally. So what do you tell people about like networking, kind of getting your foot in the door? I know you talked about that.
Yeah, I was terrible at networking back in the day. As a matter of fact, I think that my NSU experience could have been even better had I networked better. I didn't do a lot of networking. I was friends with a lot of people, but actually saying, hey, let's do this, let's do that, let's make something happen, I didn't learn until after I got out of school. And once I did learn the art of networking, I realized how much of an important tool it could be. And it's an invaluable tool because that your network is your net worth. And I don't know who said that before, but
I've heard it. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's true. You know, I look through my phone and I can call anybody that I need to do something. And the same way, I hope people have me in their phone so that if they need me to do something that I'm great at,
Yeah.
then you know it can happen. But networking is super important.
Yeah, networking is huge. I feel like it's all about who you know, not what you know nowadays.
Yo,
And
it's
so I
facts.
feel like that's very important. So networking is huge. Can you tell me what's next for you in terms of your podcast or just in general?
Yeah. Right now we're about to shoot a special for unnamed network.
Okay.
But a comedy special is a little different because, you know, it's a stand-up special, but it's not. It's a podcast, so a little hybrid of a situation. And we're also in works to create a television show around the podcast as well.
Nice. I was going to say, are you going to turn it into, because I know podcasts are just audio, or you are going to do some visuals too? So.
Well, we already do visuals,
Okay.
but this would be like a full-on TV show.
Okay.
You know, my my goal for the podcast was always to build the brand itself so that we could branch out and do different things. So,
Yeah.
and that's what we've been doing and what we continue to do.
Nice, nice. So what do you like to do outside of your podcast or creating content?
Being with my kids.
Yeah.
I love them people.
Family man.
Listen, a lot of people would be interested to know that I am a family man. But I am. I love my kids. I love hanging with them. Those my peoples. Yeah.
Nice, nice. So your podcast, where can you find it? How can people access this?
Well, we're on all DSPs, all streaming services. We're also on YouTube and then you can just put it in, then we had sex, and it'll come up. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and then we had sex. Yeah, and you just type in, and then we had sex in Google, and everything will pop up for you. Yeah.
Cool. How often do you implement your kids in your podcast?
Well, we talk about them all the time.
Okay.
You know, one of the reasons why a lot of people end up listening for a long amount of time is because we are so family oriented when it comes to our conversations. So yeah.
Nice, nice. Do they ever ask to be on episodes or
Hell
anything
no.
like that? No, they know.
No, they don't want to be. Yeah.
They know it's
you
off
hear
limits.
sex and parents.
Yeah.
You ain't trying to be a part of that.
I feel you. Yeah. Let's talk about your book.
All right, let's talk about my book.
Let's talk about your book.
All right. It's called The Friend Zone Playbook.
Okay.
And a friend of mine that I went to school with here, she was having problems in the friend zone. So I said, well, I'm going to write a book for you. And what started out as a joke became, a manifesto.
That's funny. That's funny. So did you have any troubles or like obstacles writing the book?
No.
Or was it kind of natural since it was just like a
It was a
playful
natural
kind of thing?
It was a natural thing. I think in the beginning, trying to figure out how to arrange, how to organize your notes and everything for a book was a little difficult. But once I got into the actual writing process, I took about a week and a half and just knocked it out.
Nice. When did you start writing?
That was really my first crack at writing, like something serious, but I was writing songs before then. And I think at the time I had started writing sketches and scripts. So yeah.
Okay. Can you tell us when the book will be out?
Oh, the book's out.
Okay.
You can
it's
get it
out.
on
You can
Amazon right
access
now.
it. Okay.
Go ahead, pay me.
Pay you. Okay. Nice, nice. Well, that is all the time we have for today. Thank you, J Rod, for hanging with us, and thank you all for watching. See you next time for another episode of Beyond NSU. I'm your host, Tiara Sims.